Today I've got a very interesting tool for you that most of you probably have not seen. This is the Unitool Rustproofing gun. It's got a hard metal cup here. It's pretty thick metal. It's like it's approaching an eighth of an inch. It's heavy, and inside of this cup I have fluid film, which I'm also recommending to you today. Now, the gun itself, you want to make sure not to overpressure this gun. It will, tear up parts inside of it and stuff. So you need to have a regulator, which I use my paint gun regulator. I plug it on here, and it has a remote regulator and a water trap and everything built into it. So when I show you the field demonstration of this gun, you'll see that. But on this end, we've got a coupler like an air hose. Like when an air hose plugs in, this is a similar setup here. I can spray with this gun just like it is. Fluid film's real thick, but it'll spray out and make one heck of a mess. But if you need a lot of it in one place, then you can spray straight from the gun. But then you also have two wands that come in the kit, and they have the coupler like an air hose coupler, and this is a push-in fit, and it's locked. So what this does is we've got a head here that sprays in every direction, and it sprays all around. So you stick it up inside a rocker panel or a hinge pillar, or the inside of a hood or a trunk where you've got double wall panels. So you can't spray inside of there, and the factory didn't. They left it bare metal and they rust severely. So you stick this inside, which I recommend treating the rust with some rust converter first, but put this inside the rocker panel or the hinge pillar or the frame rail, and it's 22 inches long, so it'll get way up inside the rocker panel, and then you pull the trigger on the gun and then pull this out of the hole that you stuck it in slowly while let it spray all inside there, and that rust proofs the inside of it. When you've got a rocker panel, or you got any kind of double wall where you have no access to it inside of there, if there's no paint on it, in its lifetime it's going to see it many times have condensation on the inside of it, hanging off the metal on the top. That's how a blazer roof rusts through from the insides, because it gets condensation inside the double roof. You got the outer roof and you got the inner roof panel. So inside there forms condensation on the upper panel, and rust just rusts away. There's bare metal up in there. So this, you can go through the interior light hole and run this up inside there and spray. You can make a new hole, put a plug in it if you need to spray in other areas, but you can get this up inside of places and pull the trigger and spray it all around. So fluid film is a waxy, oily substance. It's not petroleum, but it's wax oil, or whatever you want to call it, but it does not dry. It stays oily, wet forever. It's almost impossible to get it off. You have to scrub with hot water and soap and stuff to get it off there. Like if you sprayed it on the bottom of your car, maybe driving through puddles and stuff, over time it might wash enough of it off. But I recommend Cosmoline on an exposed surface like the undercarriage of the car. Cosmoline is also a waxy substance, but it dries to a more solid consistency. This stays wet. So you put this inside of a roof or double roof panel or rocker panel. Well, the stuff sticks to the vertical, or the not vertical, but the horizontal, bottom surface of the inside of the rocker panel or whatever. This is stuck to it, and it might form condensation, but the condensation is going to be on the fluid film. Get out of there. It's not going to get to the metal. So that's the purpose of this. This is not undercoating. Undercoating is terrible rust proofing, and I never use undercoating unless it's for appearance, like inside of a trunk or something like that. I'm not going to use it under the car because I don't trust it. If it gets a scratch in it, then the water is going to start at that scratch, and I've seen plenty of times where a sheet of undercoat will come off of the bottom of the car and it's all rusty, and the sheet of undercoat's got rust all over it. So undercoat, like rubberized undercoat, is not a good undercoat. That's just the bottom line. Unless you're doing a show car and you want it to be like pretty undercoat and spray it with a nice body chutes gun or something like that. But if you're actually going to drive your car, out in the street when it's raining and stuff like that, well, Cosmoline is your good undercoat, and this is your forever coat on the inside of panels. So here's the Amazon link to it, and I highly recommend it. It comes with another wand like this that has a 90-degree elbow, and you can stick it inside of holes and turn it and stuff and move it around and spray at stuff. But like I say, this one's for going way up inside things, and does a hell of a good job. So once again, the Unitool Rustproofing gun. Get you one, you'll be happy with it. And please touch my like thingy and share it with shizzle and subscribe, damn it!